Hello, I am TheWolfenSiren, and I have decided to start a dream vlog. I dream a lot, very random and crazy dreams. When I tell people about them, I'm usually very entertained. I've based stories off my dreams several times, but usually they're a bit too cartoonish and random for that. But I dream a lot, even though I have insomnia. When I finally go to sleep at night, I have very crazy visions in my head, and I've decided to start this and share some of them. I do write them down like in a dream journal. However, I write so much story and poetry and other crap that by the end of the day my hand is just really tired and I don't like to write down that much, so decide to rant about them here to my camera and share them with you. You get to see my lovely candle fireplace. Isn't it awesome? It's awesome. I know it is. If you don't think it is, you suck. And I'd like to start with one dream I had about a week and a half ago. And this is actually weird because it came on me telling it to somebody because I saw this big, one of those inspirational saying signs that they always put up, in schools or something, where it says, negativity brings you down, positivity rocks, or something like that. But they had I saw a sign that said, if you can dream it, you can become it. And I started saying, wait, so that means I can become a tomato? Because this dream involved me and most of my family and everyone I know being tomatoes. Start telling it, the tomato dream. So, everyone was a tomato. That was established. We were in this factory, and I'd never been in a ketchup processing plant before, so it kind of looked like one of those stereotypical factories you see in cartoons with conveyor belts and all these machines working and sort of dull-eyed workers just doing whatever you do in ketchup processing plants. But we were tomatoes, and we were on this big conveyor belt about to be squashed by this big piston and turned into ketchup. So it started with actually one of my worst enemies. Yeah, I could determine them all. I can determine every tomato as different, even though we all look the same. But one of my worst enemy tomatoes in real life, I hate him, that tomato was actually the one squashed first. And even though I hate him, I realized that we were all about to be turned into tomatoes. Like, my family is behind me, my friends were in front of me, and I was in the middle of them. And I was screaming, no! And one of my best friends was right behind the enemy tomato, and he was about to get squashed. And so I said, no, I shall never let this happen. And by the power of my tomato passion for my friends, I grew like little stem legs and stem arms, and apparently I already had a stem mouth and stem eyes. I don't remember if I had a nose, but anyway, so I grew mobile, and I jumped up and ran across the conveyor belt, and then I pounced on him and pushed him out of the way of the piston, and everybody and all the tomatoes behind me cheered like, yay! But then I realized that I would have to do that for every other tomato that was about to come, and there were like gazillions. So I realized I needed a better way. I touched my stem arm to one of my friend's heads and said, you do my job. They grew stem legs and stem arms and went to swat everyone else out of the way. So apparently I jumped off the conveyor belt and ran to the headquarters or office of the ketchup plant boss or ruler, whatever you call them, CEO, I don't know. So I ran into his office, and he was like eating a burger with ketchup with this demented grin on his face and laughing like, those tomatoes never saw it coming. Doing that, and I walked in and I said, I shall avenge the people I hate, and those I did not know, for I am the tomato! And then I leapt on him, and I think I choked him, strangled him probably, and then the dream ended. Yep, that's a sample of my dreams. And I hope to continue this later, just telling you my crazy dreams. I'm the Wolfen Siren, signing off. Bye-bye.